All right, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Welcome to the Massac Indoor Facility. We're here for some big boxing vibes tonight, and we're doing it for a good cause. We're doing it for young Tahir Tyson as he battles the dreaded disease, cancer. I'd like to thank everyone for coming here tonight. We're hoping for some more people a little later on, but thank you for coming and giving your support. My name, of course, is Gavin Richards. I'll be the master of ceremonies for tonight. Of course, this is a major boxing event. We have, 5 bouts on the cards for tonight. We will be starting in just a little bit. But before, of course, we go through the bouts tonight, let's highlight some of the people who've made this possible for tonight. The government of Dominica, the Dominica Olympic Committee, Prime Minister Roosevelt's Carrot, the Massac Sports Complex, Big Edge Financial Express, Archipelago Trading Limited, D-Threads Tire Inc., DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, the Dominica Port Authority, DASPA, that's Jazz Medical Transport, and of course Top Glove Boxing, and of course Job Joseph. So like we said, 5 bouts on tonight. We want to apologize for the late start, but we should be in any moment from now. And let's look at the fights that we should have tonight. We have the first exhibition match. That will be between Jaylen Coffey and Everton Timothy. And then the second bout, we have Danny Carrier taking on Dernell Cassell. Then is Dominica versus the USVI. And we'll have Shelton Bonnie. He'll be taking on Giovanni Hodgej. Jaylen Daniel will battle Zai. And of course, Ali Shillingford will take on Devontae Ravalli. So, like we said, just stick around. Get something to drink in the meantime. Have some fun, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Getting set to start in 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes. So if you have any opportunity to run and get something quickly, you have 5 minutes to do so. We're starting off with 2 exhibition bouts. Jaylen Coffey will be taking on Everton Timothy in the first bout. And then we're going to have Denny Carrier taking on Dernell Cassell. That's the second bout. All right, I want to recognize the presence of the Minister of State with responsibility for sports, Senator Oscar George. I can also see some executive members of the Dominica Olympic Committee. Also the president of the Dominica Olympic Committee, Mr. Job Joseph. Good evening to you. Want to big up the sponsors one time, because without the sponsors, this wouldn't be possible. And we want to say big up to the government of Dominica, to the Dominica Olympic Committee. Of course, bigging up the Massac Sports Facility, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt, Big Edge Financial Express, Archipelago Trading Limited, D-Threads Tires Inc., DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, DASPA, Jazz Medical Transport, Top Glove Boxing, and Job Joseph. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes. So if you want to get something quick, you have 5 minutes to do so, and then after that, it's non-stop boxing action. After that, we will take a 10-minute break. After the 2 bouts, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and then we'll have the 3 big bouts coming up after, all right? Remember, we're doing it for a cause. We're doing it for a big cause. Want to big up Tyro Tyson, who's right over there in the corner. Good evening to you, Tyro. Just want to say continue with the fight, man. We got your back, and we're going to help you get through this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're set for boxing action right here at the Massac Indoor Facility. Remember, we're doing it for good vibes, a good cause. We're doing it for Tahir Tyson. I hope you guys gave generously at the door. Remember, when you're coming in, there's no change, all right? You just drop what you're doing and you leave it there with the bar. All right, let's start off with the first bout this evening. It's a welterweight matchup, 67 kilograms. Introducing, fighting out of the red corner, Jaylen Coffee. And fighting out of the blue corner, Everton Timothy. All right, so the rules are pretty simple. It's 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. And this is the first of 2 exhibition fights, a bout. After that, we got 3 big ones coming up. We've got Coach McNeil Jules, and we're getting set for the first bout this evening. That's it, that's the vibes. The referee in the middle, Cameron Augustine. DJ, keep the music pumping, man.
Judge 1, Tamar Abigail Lee. Judge 4, Ainsworth Irish. Judge 5, Brad Alfred.
So 3-minute rounds. Fighting out of the red corner, Jaylen Coffee. Out of the blue, Everton Timothy. The boxers are getting their instructions. Let's have a nice clean fight. Let's go. So this is the first of 3 events, or first of 5, I should say. Fighting out of the blue corner is Timothy, in the red is Coffee. And you can see both boxers just sort of feeling each other out. Trying to see if they can establish the jabs. Good jab to the face there from Coffee. Caught Timothy again is Coffee. And here comes Timothy trying to poach in, trying to land that big shot. Good shot there from Coffee, but squat on the ropes. It's Coffee again, trying to establish a little combination. It's the first of 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds. So this will sort of test the endurance of the boxers. Coming out swinging his Coffee and looks to be the aggressor here in the first round. Has to be careful that he's just trapped on the ropes as he caught a shot there from Timothy, and the referee just having a little word there. Good work there from Coffee. Oh, he's careful on the ropes. But he's fighting out of the ropes. Doing a good job, I must say. Caught a body blow there. Here's Timothy. Just trying to impose himself, but Coffee is doing a good job. But has to be careful because he's always being caught on the ropes, and good right there from Coffee. And now he caught one as he came in and he's delivering. No, here comes Coffee. And Coffee hits him again. Coffee is still going. And hits him with another good left hook there from Coffee. Lots of punches being thrown there in the first round. Would say advantage to Coffee though so far, but Timothy hasn't done too bad of a job. He's done quite well of establishing himself, trying to get Coffee onto the ropes. Here he is backing up Coffee onto the ropes again. Oh, he ate that one there, straight on the face. 10 seconds to go in the first round. Swings and misses widely, and that's the end of the first round. Looks like Coffee got a late shot there in the end. And at the end of round number 1, well, I'm not one of the judges, but I would say that round 1 might have just gone to Coffee. I see we are joined by Daryl Tate. Maybe he might just join us on commentary to give some insights. Daryl Tate, member of the Boxing Association. Well, say good evening to you, Daryl.
Good evening, Gavin. Good evening to the listeners of DBS Radio. And of course, anyone listening is encouraged to support this very worthy cause that is going on here. It's all in support of young Tyson. All proceeds from this is in support of young Tyson. And I want to say, as part of the Boxing Association, special thank you to our president, Mr. Job Joseph, and our assistant secretary treasurer, Miss Mavis Williams, who really came forward and organized and put this together.
Yes, I must say kudos to the Boxing Association. Always good when people come on board and give their talents and skills for a worthy cause. As round number 2 has just gotten back on the way.
Yes, and of course, with Job Joseph, these things always happen, always looking out for someone else. Job Joseph.
That's the kind of man he is.
Yeah, one man describes somebody as a good example of a human being, and I'd like to put Job Joseph in that category, a good example of a human being. But Gavin, in the ring, blue versus red, it can be quite vicious with these colors against each other from time to time. But in the ring, we are seeing a very interesting fight going on there. And I agree with you, Coffee may have won round number 1.
Yes.
But in the second round, the other gentleman, that is Timothy is really, really coming out fighting.
Yeah, I think maybe that first round might have just taken a little bit out of the tank there from Coffee. Sort of on the retreat right now. Maybe trying to save his win for a little bigger effort there in the second round. Or later on in the second round. But
this is amateur boxing, Gavin, and what I must say, knowing nothing about coaching, just looking at the thing and seeing what I think has to be done, I think the both boxers need to keep their hands up.
Yes.
They need to keep their hands up. And no major blows have been landed thus far.
No major blows, but some good jabs and 1-2 good body shots as Timothy is trying to keep some pressure there.
And straight to the face of Coffee. Straight to the face. And Coffee has been jibbed. Oh, another one, Gavin. Oh!
Well, some haymakers are flying, Daryl.
Good exchange there. And the referee breaks.
I think Coffee might have just been hurt there because you saw him clinching on.
Yeah.
And that's one of the signs when a boxer might have just taken one, and here comes
he
Timothy
winded,
again.
and his hands are not going up at all, Gavin. His hands are down and swinging wildly for a few seconds there. And
he's leaving himself exposed at the front, and you can see the velocity in the punches. They're starting to lose some steam from Coffee, and he's on the ropes now. The referee should step in.
The referee should step in. Yes, should step in now.
I thought he was about to step in for a standing 8 count because that was a good hard body shot there from Timothy.
Nice one, Coffee again to Timothy, but he goes in, he keeps his hand down, and he walks straight into the punches of Timothy.
And if you also notice, Coffee is also ducking a lot.
Yes, and weaving and ducking and weaving.
But he's still standing firm. He's landing some solid punches, but That's another one there, and took one there. Is a Coffee might be hurt. Another body shot. He's clinching.
I think he will relish the end of that round.
The referee just stepped in.
And that's it. Round 2 to an end.
Yes, round 2 to an end, and I think that round might have gone to Timothy fighting out of the blue corner.
I fully agree with you, Gavin. Timothy really landed some good blows there. Coffee, I think you are right, Gavin. Coffee may have exhausted his energy in the first round, and it will be interesting to see what the third round brings.
A lot of people might be sitting at home and wondering, well, how can you get exhausted after just 3 minutes? But it's a lot of hard work trying to throw punches and evade punches at the same time. And with the amateur boxing, it's not like professional boxing where you can maybe take some breaks in the ring and buy some time. You have to keep on boxing at the amateur level.
Well, interestingly, Gavin, I heard that same exchange going on a few days ago where a boxer was explaining to someone why it is that boxing is such a difficult sport in terms of keeping up your energy and all what you have to do in the ring. And anyone who feels that after one round losing energy, they should step in the ring and find out for themselves. Step in the ring and find out for themselves. As round 3 is set to begin, 3 rounds, right, Gavin?
Yes, 3 rounds, so the final round.
And I think the crowd should come alive now. Few blows should be landed here. And let's see, the round has started. No contact yet. But let's hope that we see some lofty blows there, Gavin.
Yeah, it's even Stevens, so they have to sort of go for it in this final round. But they haven't thrown a punch. Well, there's the first one.
The first one.
A little jab there from Coffee.
Bobbing and waving, not making no contact. I think the crowd is getting a little impatient. And Dominicans, they come out to see the punches.
Yes, they want to see someone hit the canvas.
And you'll hear it. Sometimes there will be some very choice words when punches are landed.
Hopefully the microphones won't pick them up.
Won't pick up any of that. Oh, and that was a good one.
Yes, lunge there from Timothy.
Yes.
Timothy is just eyeing, trying to land that big haymaker to sort of bring this match to a conclusion.
Timothy being the bigger of the two, he has a longer reach, Gavin. Has he made good use of that? I'm not 100% sure, but yes, there he is. Coffee again backed into a corner. Backed into the corner, and Coffee allows him to come in, and Timothy swings, and break, says the referee. A few headshots there by Timothy.
And Timothy seems to be lunging in there. He has to be careful because Coffee might just sort of hit him in a counter.
Seems Coffee is waiting for the right time to deliver that counter attack. When Timothy lunges, his head is quite open.
Yes. So near the conclusion of the 3rd round. And this one will be up to the judges to decide who's going to be the winner. It's Timothy again lunging, and
1 minute left, Gavin.
1 minute.
1 minute left.
So this is the first of 5
What was
bouts.
that?
Well, the referee should break it up. Yes, some
referee.
holding going on there.
Yes. Oh, and there's Timothy again.
I think Timothy might have just done enough to win this match.
But Gavin, I see some very questionable shots happening there when they're holding on to each other. I see Timothy getting a few jabs in. I'm not too sure how legal that is.
It was a wild swing and a miss there from Coffee.
I know. Going for an uppercut there, and Timothy defending well.
Ooh, caught nice that one on the side of the face, though, did Timothy.
Timothy has him on the ropes again. 10 seconds to go. And
10 seconds to go. Timothy trying to push on. Coffee is retreating.
And that's it, Gavin.
And that's it. That's the bell.
What are your thoughts, Gavin? You think
I think Timothy might have just done enough. I think so. Well, we leave it up to the judges.
Coffee definitely had the first round, in my mind. But I think Timothy would have won the 2 other rounds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the first bout between Jaylen Coffee and Emerson Timothy. Let's give them a round of applause. So we didn't see any knockdown, so it means it's going to be up to the judges to decide who will win this first exhibition fight. Will it be Coffee fighting out of the red corner, or will it be Timothy fighting out of the blue corner? We'll have the decision very soon.
And of course, Coffee, coached by Job Joseph, and Timothy, coached by McNeil Jules. And the referee was?
The referee was Augustine.
Young chap there. Looks he himself can be in the ring himself
Yeah.
as a fighter.
I think he did a decent job on his first attempt. All right.
Are we being told the winner?
Yes, we're being told the winner. And I think maybe
It was an exhibition match.
exhibition match.
No winners.
Okay,
are
no
going to be
winners.
declared.
Well, the judges did have a winner. But I think the president is saying that we...
Exhibition match.
Exhibition
no winner.
match.
No winner.
Okay,
but,
all right.
But what did you make of the first match, Joe?
But actually, I'm satisfied. They are young boxers, just started boxing, and they look like boxers that have 5-6 fights already, and that's their first fight, you know. So I'm very, very proud of them. Very, very proud.
Very first fight.
Well, the last time they had exhibition fight, so that you can say that is their second exhibition fight. And them have at least 3 or 4 exhibition fights before they have, a competitive fight. Yes. But so far, I'm satisfied with the level of the skills they show.
Thank you. Well, as explained by Job Joseph, the fight was an exhibition fight. This is only the second time they have been in the ring.
Oh,
And he wants them to do at least 3 before they do a competitive fight.
okay. All right, but what did you make of it, though, Daryl? I mean, I still had Timothy winning, even if it was an exhibition.
I think that it was a good fight. I think Coffee won. Not Coffee, Timothy won.
Yeah.
But it's an exhibition fight. There's no winner declared. But what I can say, Gavin, is that I felt that there was some good technique. Of course, there's some work to be done. It's amateur boxing. But I felt there was some good technique along the way.
Yes, definitely, definitely. Future looking bright for Dominica's boxing. Are both boxers from the Top Glove Boxing Club? Would you have that information, or I'm not? Okay, we're not too sure.
I definitely know Coffee is from Top
Glove. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, they are both from
okay.
the club. Yes, they are both from the club.
All right. So we're getting set for the second bout in just a little time. Danny Carrier and Jonel Cassell.
Also an exhibition match.
Also an exhibition match. And then we're heading into the 3 big matches where Dominica will be taking on the USVI. That's going to be some 3 big bouts.
Well, Gavin, I'm looking at the ring and I can't help but wonder, could we do some wrestling here?
I think so.
Some WWE style wrestling here. Maybe Gavin, this is something we have to look at in the new year.
but
Dominica Wrestling Entertainment.
But I also like to encourage the Boxing Association to, even if it's every 3 months or something, hold some more events.
Well, I would hope that in 2026, the Boxing Association can do a little more. One of the main problems with the boxing is that a venue.
Yes.
This, of course, has to be taken down tomorrow. We need a gym with a built ring that doesn't go up and down at all times, a stationary ring, so boxers can come in and train. We have boxers as far as the Kalinago space who are available, and I think Dominica is a good place for boxing in the region in particular. All these ground provisions, this dasheen, yams and tanya that we eat, that's a good place to release the energy.
And not just that, we have the hills that they can train on, so I mean, everything is right there in Dominica to produce top
we
boxers.
have perfect areas for recovery, the sulfur springs, herbal remedies and what have you for recovery. So I think Dominica is one of the places that if things go well, if the Boxing Association can get the resources that is needed, we could have some very good boxers coming out of Dominica. I know that this gentleman, former world champion, Frank Bruno, had some Dominican lineage in him, and we can go far, not only at the Olympic level, but who knows, probably at the professional level as well.
Yes. But Daryl, don't forget that we're here for a good cause.
Yes.
A very good cause, and that's to support Tyson and his battle against that dreaded cancer disease. And what I've been told, Daryl, is a very aggressive form of cancer, which has left him in a wheelchair, as a matter of fact.
Well, you know, cancer, Gavin, it has claimed the lives of a number of people we know ourselves. And it has no age.
Yes.
It has no age, Gavin. It can be, look at this young man, not yet even in the prime of life, I would say. Not yet even in the prime of life. A young man in high school just getting his feet wet. And to be stricken with such a dreadful disease, aggressive form, and what it has done to him over the last month, it is very sad indeed.
Yeah, because just recently, when the Boxers Association had an event, I think it was back in September, he was one of the boxers on show.
Yes, definitely.
And then a few weeks later, this tragic news. And
well, such is life, Gavin. But I am hoping that one day we'll be able to see this young man back in the ring, Gavin. Back in the ring, where he doing what he likes to do. Again, cancer, it's a terrible disease, and anything we can do to help fight against it or to assist anyone fighting against the disease, I encourage us to do it.
Yeah, but just looking at him, you can see that he's a fighter. You can see he's not giving up at all. Job Joseph earlier this week mentioned that the young Tyson said that he has more faith than fear. So that should give you an idea that he has no plans of giving up, and that we're wishing him all the best.
Definitely, Gavin. And we pray for anyone who is stricken with cancer at this time or any sort of illness and they're going for a rough time. We encourage people to support those who are going through it, especially in this season of goodwill. But I think we're ready for fight number 2.
Yes, I think we're ready for fight number 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're set for bout number 2 right here at the Massac Indoor Facility. Remember, we're doing it big. We're doing it for Tahir Tyson as he fights cancer. So we got another exhibition bout. And making their way to the rings very soon. We're going to see fighting out of the red corner, Danny Carrier. Let's give him a round of applause. You can see he's being escorted by Coach Job Joseph. And he will be fighting out of the blue corner, Daniel Cassell. And he's being escorted there by Coach McNeil Jules. So the same rules will apply, ladies and gentlemen. 3 rounds, or 3 minutes each. We won't have a winner, it's an exhibition. And let's give the boxers another round of applause as they get set for this bout. Well, that's the lovely Primrose David, who is the ring lady. Daryl, that's it. Ring girl, yes.
One day, hopefully, if I am able to see a fight in Las Vegas, you know, it's always good to see the ring ladies.
Oh yes, they're quite the attraction. Sometimes some people come to look at the ring ladies and not the fights.
But boxing is amazing in certain parts of the world. I happened some years ago to be in the Philippines, and you know, Manny Pacquiao is one of the big names in boxing. Well, he is a great name in the Philippines, Gavin. I can tell you my experience. I went out at about 8 o'clock in the morning, but we'll get back to that.
Yeah, because we're underway here. Round number 1. It's a Carrier in the red and Cassell in the blue. And just feeling out each other. Look at their builds. Daryl, tall,
Similar.
Similar build. Can't really see any advantage for any fighter in terms of maybe a carry might just have the longer reach, might just look a little taller by an inch or two.
It's taller by an inch or two, I would say. About 6 feet.
So it's Cassell.
The first contact made. And
Just testing the waters of both boxers. Not really being too aggressive at this point.
Cassell has the gold boxing shoes, Gavin. In the blue trunks.
What do you think, Daryl? Do you think they might have taken a page from the first bout where we saw that the fighters came out swinging and then sort of lost momentum?
Well, these two seem to be more experienced than the first two. And may just be bracing themselves for an explosion. They have 3 rounds and it's early in the first round. So hopefully we'll see some punches being landed. A few have been thrown already, but not so many landed.
Well, I must say so far, I don't have a clear winner in this round.
Well, I think it's quite even. Quite even. There's been quite a bit of dancing going on.
Yes. Almost for a second there, Daryl. Some people might probably say it's a Jake Paul fight. But we saw that the exhibition. Was it an exhibition, Daryl? Would you call it an exhibition? Jake Paul and Joshua.
I think Jake Paul got exactly what he deserved. I can tell you that. And I'd like to see the same going to Logan Paul if he were to step in the ring with Joshua.
I want to go back to when Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul, and I felt that Mike Tyson held back a bit as well.
I agree. And Jake Paul would have been destroyed
Yes.
if Mike Tyson was 10 years younger. I think I can tell you that I must commend the Paul brothers, Jake and Logan Paul. They have really monetized this social media and sports entertainment thing. But in terms of 10 seconds left in the round, Gavin.
10 seconds. Haven't really seen much.
Very uneventful round.
And that's it. That's the end of the first round. Nothing much to shout about. Don't think any fighter got any clean blows in.
Can't say. Can't say who took this round, who took the honors in this round. I think it's very evenly.
Yes,
Very
extremely even.
But I was saying about Jake and Logan Paul, I think that they have really capitalized on the social media sports entertainment thing. And I commend them for that. And probably our own boxers need to take a page from the book. Maybe we need to get a boxer doing some social media training. I'm not sure if it's allowed at the amateur level to monetize the fighting. Well, but definitely social media training would do well.
We have another pause, Daryl, because Primrose David is making her wrongs again. It's wrong number 2 coming up very shortly. All right, so we will see some. No,
Not
actually,
yet,
they're going to just hold them back a bit.
Let
Look
the
like the judges are quite ready. Yes, they're ready now.
Yes. I think the head official is Mr. Joseph Fadul.
Experienced Joseph Fadul.
Yes.
But
Looks the part.
Yes.
Definitely looks the part.
So this is a carry out of the red corner and Cassell in the blue. And just some gentle taps.
Very gentle, Gavin. Very. Looking for the right time and right shot. Not wanting to take any chances.
But what I've noticed though from a carry is he tends to throw a lot of jabs towards the face, towards the head area.
Yeah.
A lot of his punches are going towards the head area, and maybe he might be, just to try to mix it up a bit, try to throw some body shots, get Cassell to sort of drop his arms.
With experience comes caution.
Yes. I think too, a lot of boxers tend to want to go for the big knockout blows, and these generally are the headshots, but some good body shots have put down some mighty boxers in recent times.
Yes, indeed. And it takes one.
Yes.
It only takes one.
What I would find is that you want to aim for the body, try to make breathing a little difficult for your opponent.
Yeah.
Ooh, that got that
That's
one there in the
yes.
face.
Indeed.
The carry. Another one. Good shots there from Cassell. Ooh, firm shots there. Did that connect? I'm not too sure.
No, I don't think it connected. If it did, it wasn't clean at all.
Carrier comes on to the in and he caught one there on his way out.
That was a good one.
Definitely a good shot there from Carrier. Ooh, Carrier caught him there just as Castle was coming in. So seems to be a good technician.
Yes.
That's a Carrier.
He has slowed down and he's allowing Castle to come to him. And he has landed a few. Keeps his arms very close to his body, Gavin. Doesn't fully extend his arms for the reach that he has. Keeps it close to his body. Allows Carrier to come in. And the crowd has come alive with a few
shots from Castle.
Yes.
Again, another tight round, Daryl.
Yes, bobbing and weaving there. And 10 seconds to go. And I think we may see an explosion in the third round, Gavin.
I think so as well. Yes. That's Castle ducked, and that's the final, well, that's the bell, I should say. End of round number 2. And the boxers will get some water and some further instructions from their coaches. All right, so just about set for the third and final round in this exhibition matchup there between Danny Carrier and Daniel Cassell. Even Stevens so far, in my opinion, Daryl.
Yes, I agree. Although I think Carrier, it is?
Yes.
He got a few good headshots in the second round. And
So the final 3 minutes.
I think it will become a little more competitive in the third round.
Well, I'm hoping so. There's nothing left to lose.
Punches will be thrown and landed.
And you can just see Carrier that's looking a little bit more aggressive now. You can see a little bit of pep in his step.
Allowing Castle to come in. And there he goes now. He has landed a few, Gavin, about 4 of them.
Not as cleanly as he would have liked, but will still count on the judges' scorecard. Albeit it's an exhibition, but Cassell is responding nicely. Landed a little left-right combination of his own.
There we go, going for the body blows. Coach McNeil Jones telling his boxers, stay upright. Look at your competitor.
I just love how Carrier is able to sort of switch his stances. Show some good balance.
Coaches have been very vocal. Although subdued, but very vocal. Oh!
Well, some good combinations there. I think that might have just brushed the glove though, but here's Cassell who's back to Carrier into the corner.
He's in.
And Carrier does well to evade. And there you go, Darryl. You see, hands are up. And that was an opportunity for Carrier to sort of land the body blow.
Not too sure why he hesitated. Being in the ring, it's a different ball game. We can
Yes.
stand on the side and
Yes.
see things, but in the ring, it's a completely different ball game.
Here you go. In my dreams, I can tell you I'm probably Floyd Mayweather. But if I was to step in the ring, I'd be the first one to run for cover.
Maybe you should do an exhibition fight, Gavin. Not against me, I'll tell you that. Definitely not against me.
Landing some firm body blows there. And things
lovely
are picking
indeed.
up.
And you see, once this blows land, it awakes the crowd.
Yes.
Gavin,
Because that's
do
what
we
we've
as a
come to
people
see.
just like fighting?
That's what we love to see. As Carrier lands another shot again, not too clean.
Not making use of his reach, Gavin. I think.
Final 10
and
seconds.
Let's see if a blow can be landed, but I don't think. I think they will be happy with what they did. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Round number 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the second exhibition bout. Let's give the two boxers a round of applause. And it being an exhibition, of course, we won't declare a winner. Both boxers are winners. Fighting for a cause, fighting for young Tahir Tyson. I want to say thank you very much to the boxers, Danny Carey and Jernel Cassell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break. When we come back, we're going to have the 3 main bouts for this evening. But just before we do so, let's remind you of the good sponsors who's made this event possible tonight. We have the government of Dominica, the Dominica Olympic Committee, Prime Minister Roosevelt's Carrot, the Massac Sports Complex, Big Edge Financial Express, Archipelago Trading Limited, D-Treads, DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, DASPA, Jazz Medical Transport, Top Glove Boxing, and Job Joseph. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a little time for us to get some intermission, get a drink, come back in. When you're coming back in, just leave a little contribution again at the gate. Remember, it's all for a good cause for Tahir Tyson. We'll be right back. Right, so that completes the presentation for the exhibition fights. We're getting set for the big bouts. Coming up next is Dominica versus the USVI. Our first bout will be between Shelton, Giovanni, and Giovanni Hodgej. On big up and Dominica Boxing Association one time. Become the sponsors as well, done the sponsors of the here this evening. Of course, we want to big up the main reason why we're here, Tyson. Special good evening to you as well. Bigging up the sponsors one time, the government of Dominica, Dominica Olympics Committee, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt, the Massac Sports Committee, Big Edge Financial Express, Archipelago Trading, D-Treads Tire Inc., DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, Dominica Port Air and Seaport Authority, DASPA, Jazz Medical Transport, Top Glove Boxing Club, and of course Job Joseph. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're set for the first of three bouts here. Let's get things rolling. It's Dominica versus the USVI. I want to say special thank you to the boxers from the USVI for making it here tonight. It's a Christmas. They could have been with their families, but they opted to come down and help us here with this worthy cause. Thank you very much. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, representing Dominica, Shelton Bonnie. Here comes Bonnie making his way to the ring. Coach Job Joseph and McNeil Jules. And ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner from the USVI, Giovanni Hodgej. And his coach is Julian Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, same rules, 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. And of course, Giovanni Hodgej is being coached by the 3-time world champion. I want to say thank you. Good evening to you as well. Julian Jackson, 3-time world champion. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get set. Round number 1, let's go.
Well, Gavin, it's time for the big fights.
Yes, the big boys, Daryl.
Dominica in red, the USVI in blue. And you can see it's a quicker flight already. And oh!
Yes, immediately Hodgej showing that he's no nonsense this evening. Quite the aggressive. Oh, caught him there.
Caught him. That's a nice shot.
And the referee has to get out of the way. That's Angel Irish, who's the referee.
Good person to be in charge of the bout, a former superintendent of police.
Yes, and a good start there from Bonnie. Being urged to keep his head up, though. It's really caught
Hope he's not wearing himself out in the first round.
Just trying to feed each other out. We had a flurry of punches to start us off. Wild swing and a miss there from Bonnie.
Dominica has the longer reach. He's a taller person. Not by much, though.
Not by much, but still has a little bit of advantage.
Ooh,
roundhouse.
A wild punch there.
Ooh, and Gobos caught one there. His gloves touch the ground, but I don't think the referee is going to give a conk for that. But that's some good stuff there from Bonnie.
Definitely. Oh. Allowing Hodge to come in. And when Hodge comes in, he goes for the body blows.
Yes, and what I've noticed from Hodge is that he's ducking a lot. So I think the referees of Irish might give him some instructions to keep his head up. He's really ducking way below the belt line.
I found that myself. A few of those bunches were a bit low.
Yes.
And then in the body, he has Bonnie on the ropes now, but referee calls for the break.
I don't think it really hurt Bonnie, but he probably just felt it a bit. You saw him grabbing on there to sort of take this thing out of that attack. Referees of Irish are signaling to the boxers to break.
And the crowd has definitely woken up with this bout.
Good jab,
Some
left hand
wild
combination.
shots there.
Ooh, he caught one and an uppercut there from Bonnie.
With just about 10 seconds left, Gavin.
Into the final 10 seconds, and a good combination there from Bonnie. And it's earned a standing 8 count, as a matter of fact. So Hodge is good to go.
And that another good shot there.
And
Time.
I think that's time.
Time.
And maybe the scorekeepers or the timekeepers should just ring the bell again. It is time. And that brings us to the end of the first round, and a good first round from
Very exciting.
Shelton Bonnie, getting that standing 8 count. And I think that might just work in his favor if he has to win this round.
What I can guarantee you, Gavin, is that the next time we have a bout, there will be a proper bell in place. I can guarantee you, I'll see to that.
Yes.
There'll be a proper bell in place.
Once again, we're being graced with the lovely Primrose David, signaling that it's time for round number 2.
Round number 2 is coming up. Gavin, I must also point out that we have a female judge on hand. And the medical team is all female as well.
Yes, the 3 doctors. You can see Dr. Newton, not too sure of the other doctors.
As round 2 gets underway.
And again is Bonnie trying to establish himself early. Bonnie, some right-left combinations, but some good body blows. Ooh, Bonnie's responding nicely with some headshots.
Hodge, I think, throws some very wild punches. And Bonnie has him on the ropes.
And he's gotten another count, is it?
Oh,
Or the referees are stopping
His guard
time.
fell out.
His mouth guard fell out. So that's Hodge losing the mouth guard. And just getting some treatment there. Okay, I think they're good to go.
Yes. Mouth guard being placed back by the coach. 3-time world champion Julian Jackson. As Hodge again comes in. But Bonnie seems to be waiting for that perfect shot.
Ooh, that
was a
superb
good one.
Big shot there landed from Hodge.
And Bonnie has woken up Bonnie here, Gavin. Woke up Bonnie. Bonnie responded with
Yes.
quite a few right-left combinations.
And Hodge seems to be just backing up a bit. But no, Hodge is coming back on the offensive. Bonnie tried for an uppercut. Hodge is trying to push himself in.
I don't think Bonnie has the killer instinct, Gavin. he hesitates when he has Hodge on the ropes.
I think also too what might be just working against him is that Hodge is he's connecting some punches there, but Hodge is really ducking low, and it looks at some point in time that what's his name? Bonnie might be trying to punch
downwards. Yes. Indeed.
And into the back of the head area there. So
it has awakened up the coach Job Joseph.
Caught another one there.
Lovely one.
And that's Bonnie with some combinations. Bonnie lands another one again. Hodge might be hurt. Hodge is clinching. And Hodge almost got himself out of the ring. And the referee is giving a standing 8 count.
Another standing 8 count. And he was arguing there with the referee, Gavin. I'm not sure why. But it has definitely awakened the crowd.
Definitely, and Hodge is trying to see if he can survive the second round. Bonnie in firm control of round number 2.
And there will be a winner declared in this one.
Oh, definitely.
It's not an exhibition fight.
Hodge. Again, Bonnie. Hodge advancing, but Bonnie just stepping back.
Hodge a little wild in his aggression.
And down goes
again,
Hodge.
he finds himself.
That's not being ruled a knockdown. I think it's being ruled a slip. But Hodge took a dive there towards the...
And that's the round.
Turnbuckles. All right, that brings us to the end of round number 2. A big round. Again from Shelton Bonnie getting the standing 8 count, although Hodge might have had a different view of that. Your thoughts on that round, Daryl?
Well, I thought Bonnie had a few chances where he hesitated a bit, Gavin.
Yes.
I think if he had gone for the, and again, I'm speaking just from what I'm seeing on the sidelines. You don't know what the boxers are going through in the ring, but I think there were a couple chances where he hesitated a bit, and if he had landed an opportunity I thought was available, then we probably would have not be seeing a third round.
Yes, I think there was one point in time where Hodge landed that thunderous hook, overhead hook, and for a moment there, it looked like it might have had Bonnie stunned, but Bonnie recovered quite nicely and hit Hodge back with a few combinations of his own.
Yes, indeed.
All right, so the third and final round. 3 minutes to decide the winner. Will we get a knockout? We haven't seen a knockout so far tonight.
And it's the third round. Competitive one.
Here's Bonnie trying to be the aggressor, trying to establish himself early in the third round. In the back of his mind, I think he might have thought that he's done just enough to win the fight, but you don't want to take any chances. Don't want to let the guard down. No. And Bonnie.
Hodge has him on the ropes. Oh, Bonnie has Hodge under the ropes.
There's an easy way that I don't get them confused, Daryl. Red Bonnie, teacher Bonnie, Castle Bruce. So here's Bonnie again. Ooh,
oh, that's a good one, Gavin. That was a good one, right in the
Bonnie.
jaw.
Rock to Hodge's world. And just for a moment there, I thought after that punch that maybe the referee Irish might have just stopped the fight for a standing 8, because you know in the amateur level. Oh, and another one there from Bonnie.
He's winded, Gavin. I believe Hodge is winded.
Yes, Hodge is really struggling right now, clinging on. And that's a clear sign that you're in trouble when you're looking to cling on to try to get your way out. Hodge is throwing some punches, but not really connecting. And again, just clinging on, trying to buy some time. Bonnie again landing some more blows.
1 minute left in
Bonnie
the round, and
again,
he has
I think
lost the guard.
both
He has
guard is
lost the
gone.
guard.
And the referee is going to stop the fight there for the mouth guard. So some ferocious blows there from Shelton Bonnie. And for the second time in the match, Giovanni Hodgej has lost his mouthpiece.
It's probably, I think that's a good break for Hodge there. Bonnie, I thought, was going in for it finally.
Yes. So we had this little stop as we dealt with the mouthpiece and back on the way.
Seems 1 minute 5 seconds left in the round, Gavin.
Final minute. So Hodge has a minute to try to turn things around. He's going to need a knockout if he's to win this match. Clearly, it's Bonnie with the advantage. Ooh, and here comes Hodge. Caught Bonnie there. Hodge again swinging widely, ducking again. And the referee instructing them to break.
I think the height difference is causing Bonnie some problems. Almost has to be punching down, Gavin.
Yes. And Hodge has taken a few punches. You can see he's appealing to his corner for something. I'm not too sure. Uppercut from Hodge, and that's the
10 seconds.
Final 10 seconds.
And that's it.
Bonnie on the attack. Bonnie has Hodge in some trouble. Hodge is clinging. And that's the final bell. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of round number 3, the end of the fight. Round of applause for Shelton Bonnie and, of course, Giovanni Hodge. Good show there. Let's await the judge's decision. So we're awaiting the judge's decision. And we'd like to remind the boxers that they need to stick around. We'll have the trophy presentation right away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have made their decision. The winner fighting out of the red corner, Shelton Bonnie. Thank you very much, Giovanni Hodge. And of course, the winner, Shelton Bonnie. Round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can have a quick word with Shelton Bonnie. Okay, so we'll get an interview with the boxers as soon as they've done their physicals with the doctors. So the procedure is that after the fight, the boxers are quickly checked by the medical staff. And I think they're okay now. So let's hear quickly from Shelton Bonnie. All right, so we'll have a quick chat there with Shelton Bonnie. Just come over to the cameras there. Shelton, good fight from you in the end, winning on the judge's decision.
The fight was a good fight. It was a bit tough. It was his first fight. But I give props to him because he had his determination, He fighting spirit. But I still, handle it. Or I should handle it, what I'm saying. But his hard work, dedication, always train every day, that caused me to, be a skillful fighter like I was in the ring tonight. But yeah.
All right. What do you think made a difference for you in terms of the style of boxing that you used tonight?
Well, what I changed the way I fight was the last exhibition fight I had, I think 2 months ago. And I could just flip a switch in me, the style I had, everything. I'm more or less defensive, but tonight it was more or less offense. Although my coach told me, at the last round, I can back up to give jabs. I tried, but he came in with his pressure, but I still came on top of the fight,
All right, Shelton. Of course, we leave you because you have to go attend to the medical team. So thank you very much, Shelton.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
All right, Shelton Bonnie, the winner of this bout here. And he has to go over to the medical team, so we didn't want to keep the interview too long. Darryl, from the looks of it, Shelton might have busted Hodge wide open there. I saw some bleeding from Hodge.
Yes, there was some bleeding. It looked to be from the upper lip area, but internal. But there were a few head blows landed. Very competitive, very energetic fight. I hope we see more of that in the 2 bouts left, Gavin.
Yes. That one there was really a good, entertaining one. I know a lot of people are waiting to see the knockdowns, Darryl. That's what we've come here to see. We haven't seen them yet. But hopefully we might get 1 or 2.
Yes. But it's very interesting what has gone on thus far, Gavin. There have been 3 matches, 2 exhibition bouts, and 1 bout where Dominica Bonnie emerging the winner. From my understanding, it may be by unanimous decision.
I believe so as well.
It may be by unanimous decision. And I must commend the officials who are here this evening, a young crop of officials, including Ainsworth Irish, who can still be considered a young man by the way he moved in the ring. But definitely, the future is bright for boxing in Dominica. It's not one-sided where it's only the fighters. It's also the officials. And I think they're even being evaluated as we speak here this evening.
Of course, Darryl, we know that boxing made some big strides in recent times, moving away from IBA and now affiliated with World Boxing.
World Boxing, yes. IBA found itself in some turmoil, particularly with the Olympic Committee. Yes. And at the end of the day, something had to be done to save world boxing. And the World Boxing Association, the World Boxing Federation was formed. And of course, Dominica belongs to the Americas. We have had an inaugural meeting in Panama earlier this year. And there have been other meetings. The president, her name evades me now, but it's a lady from the USA, is the president of our region. And of course, all the Caribbean islands, the countries of Latin America, North America, and Canada makes up the America's leg of the World Boxing Association.
So, Darryl, in terms of any developments, I know boxing would have had some challenges as it relates to participating at the Olympics. Has that been sorted out? Will boxing be part of the next Olympic Games?
From my understanding, things are looking good.
Okay.
100% confirmation has not come yet. But all what the Olympic Committee had stated that they wanted done has been done, from my knowledge. So I believe that the next time we see there will be Olympics, there will be boxing at the Olympic Games.
All right, Darryl, I think we're about ready for the second major bout. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for bout number 2. Dominica again versus the USVI. Fighting out of the red corner, Jaylen Romel Daniel representing Dominica. being coached by Job Joseph. And representing the USVI, Zai Salaj Krugan, fighting out of the blue corner. The same rules will apply, 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Boxers are being urged to come out boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's fight.
Two again looking very evenly matched. And for the first time, I think the red corner has a height disadvantage.
Yes. And the man in the middle, the most experienced boxing official on island, international boxing referee Joseph Fadul. And he'll surely be taking command of things here this evening.
Giving instructions. You can see that's someone that knows what they're doing.
So the blue with the height advantage and the reach advantage.
What goes through a boxer's mind right before that bell ring? And here we go.
What goes through their mind is that they hope that they don't get knocked out with the first punch. And immediately throwing the jabs on the ropes. And referee Fadul immediately bringing a stop to it. It's not going to be allowing any holding. It's Daniel again. Daniel.
Landing a few nice left-right combination there. Body blows, Gavin.
But credit to Krugan is that he had his defenses up, so the shots didn't land too cleanly.
Needs to keep that left hand up. And again,
can you see there's some clinching there from both boxers, and again referee Fadul stepping up and giving a warning to Kruger to keep his head up. We saw a lot of that in the match before.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your head up. Daniel
has him on the ropes now.
On the ropes, but we're seeing Kruger really firing the punches. So a round that started off with the advantage for Daniel, we're seeing Kruger just sort of pulling things back, Daryl.
Indeed. And they're both very aggressive. But it's only round number 1. Oh, a nice one there, Gavin.
Yes, Kruger really caught Daniel there for overhead. Right.
Opened up himself to that one. Keeps his left hand down. Right hand below the chin.
And we can just see Daniel trying to measure Kruger there, but
and again,
Daniel, again, and the referee calls for break. I think the time that it's taking Daniel to sort of measure the punch is giving Kruger enough time to evade it. You can see Daniel sort of looking for the big haymaker. I'm not too sure that maybe it might be his favorite punch. Daniel again. But Kruger with the gloves up. Nearing the end of round number 1, and Kruger is on the ropes.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go. Is Daniel again for another body blow? And that's the end of the first round. Pretty competitive round number 1, Daryl.
Yes, very competitive round number 1 indeed. A few blows were landed there by both boxers. I felt Daniel was a little more aggressive, but Kruger responded well all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be one of the judges having to judge that round because it looked very close to me.
was an even round, I must say. Very even round. There were one or two very good punches, I believe. Kruger, I think, landed more body blows,
Yes.
while Daniel got a few more headshots in, I think.
I think from round number 2 even into round number 3 will sort of test his stamina or the
Yes.
boxer's get. It was a very explosive first round. A number of punches were thrown. Question is can both fighters keep it up in round number 2 and round number 3?
Let's see what happens as the officials have signaled it's time for round 2. And you can see quite a difference in the officiating this one.
Yes.
Fadul definitely in full and total control. Not that the other referees were not, but Fadul almost has a military presence.
Yes, you can sort of see the experience from Fadul really enforcing, the rules and whatnot. Daryl, once again, just want to say that we're here for young Tahir Tyson, the 14-year-old who's battling cancer.
Round number 2.
Round number 2 on the way. And like we say, it's good that so many people have come on board to help young Tyson in his fight. Even the media are working together, Daryl.
Yes, indeed.
This broadcast is also on Kyrie FM as well.
Yes, indeed. And that's good. One thing about us as a country, we unite when in times like this. We unite. It is indeed a worthy cause to help this young man.
Yes, Daniel. Back to the ring. As Krugan was trying to measure him there, but Daniel has responded. You can see some clinging and referee Fadul immediately stepping in.
Are they getting tired, Gavin?
Yes, and looks to be in trouble there is Daniel.
Daniel
Krugan
is
has
on
him
the ropes.
and referee
He has
might
him on
step
the
in.
ropes.
Daniel in some trouble, absorbing punches.
Bobbing
Left,
and
right,
whipping,
left,
but
right.
he's still on the ropes and he's able to get out of it. It was a very, very intense 25 seconds there.
Yes, a flurry of punches, and I'm surprised that Daniel stayed up.
Well, a lot of them were body blows, Gavin. Body blows. Nothing to the head.
But also to how much energy did that take out from Krugan
That's
to that last
interesting.
flurry. Can Daniel sort of respond?
Over a minute left in the round, Gavin. Over 1 minute left in the round.
And now we can see it's Krugan who's holding on.
The man, you're hearing from the crowd that Kruger is resting when he holds on to Daniel.
Ooh, and cut one straight to the face, left.
And another flurry of punches from Kruger. And I'm tending to agree with the crowd, Gavin.
and what you can see, walked into another one there, did Kruger. What you can also see Kruger doing is, apart from holding on, he's also putting his body weight
Yes, on Daniel.
On Daniel. So Daniel has to sort of use his energy to push him off. Good tactics there. But I think this round might just go to a Krugan. Final 10 seconds.
Oh,
And was that ruled a knockdown? Was that a hit after the bell? Looks like it's going to be straight to the corner, so no knockdown.
I think it was more of a slip, Gavin. Yeah, I think it was more of a slip. I don't think there was any intentional hit after the bell.
Well, clearly, my opinion, that round goes to the USVI, Darrell.
I certainly agree with you there, Gavin, and in a big way as well. Krugan got in more punches. Daniel was on the ropes at least 3 or 4 times. And there were a few lofty blows, and you mentioned the tactics of putting his body weight against Daniel. You know?
And I think also that second round might just influence the first round as well. So Krugan might be in a good position to walk away
lead now.
with the lead.
Good.
Daniel is going to need a really big round this final round.
I'm happy to see quite a few children here, Gavin, as we're getting set for round number 3. And people are still coming in. There's one big fight left. As time has been called, I think they are ready for round number 3.
All right, so 3 minutes left.
The final round, Gavin. Will we see somebody hitting the ground?
Daniel is going to need a big round, that's for sure. And he's caught a few again on the ropes, is Daniel, but he's trying to fight himself out of it. And he's pushing back.
He has, Gavin.
Krugan on the retreat. So Daniel showing that he's not intimidated, he's not scared. And lays a good body blow there. One to the head, but it's blocked. Krugan, though, is holding on and trying to punch his way out as well. I think Daniel might have got a few blows there. Ducks this one. On the ropes again is Daniel. Krugan is measuring. In the corner. Daniel again fighting out of the corner. And has Krugan backing up.
Krugan slowing down the pace there.
I think maybe he just might be a bit winded. That second round really took a lot out of him.
Daniel, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And he's ducking. He's in some trouble now, is Daniel. Ooh, the flurry combinations there. Left, right to the body. Good shots there from Krugan. And Daniel just struggling with his headgear just a bit. You can see the punches. Tussle there in the corner. Referee's trying to get him to break, but no combinations there from Krugan. I think Krugan's going to win this fight, Daryl.
I believe so as well, Gavin. Daniel came out with a flurry in the first few seconds of this round, but I think fatigue is catching up at this time.
Tried an uppercut, but Krugan is holding on, and not just holding on, putting the body weight as well.
Only thing that can save Daniel in this fight, I think, would be a knockdown. And
now Daniel with a late flurry. As Krugan is backing up, Krugan is running away.
Running away, Gavin, running away, and the crowd has come on, come alive.
Crowd is urging Daniel to come on. It's 10 seconds left in the fight. Daniel looks winded though. His mind is telling him yes, but the body is saying no.
And that's it, Gavin. They're still fighting.
And that's it, Daryl. End of the fight. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the second bout this evening. Jaylen, Romel, Daniel, and Zai Salaj Krugan. And once again, it's going to be up to the judges to decide the winner. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have made their decision. Was a very good contest. I want to say congratulations to both fighters, but there can only be one winner. Fighting out of the blue corner, it's Zai Salas Krugan. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of fight number 2. We're getting set for the last bout this evening. We're going to have the main event very soon. But what I will try to do still is try to get a word there from maybe Krugan. All right, we've got with us Krugan. Krieger. All right, and of course, winning this bout there this evening. Judges' decision, but your thoughts on the fight?
I felt surprised. Man, I didn't know that I was going to win, but I guess the adrenaline like kicked in my body. So yeah, I guess a victory to me. A victory to me and victory to my team.
Of course, from the USVI, we're doing this for a good cause. You know, what did it mean to you to come out here tonight and fight for young Tahir Tyson?
What I feel, well, for me, I feel normal on the outside, but on the inside, I feel like very excited to like do the boxing tournament. Well, yeah, the tournament, and yeah, I feel very excited.
Right, in the first round, you know, you really came out aggressive. How much do you think that might have influenced the fight in terms of, you know, winning that first round for sure?
Well, in aggression, well, at first I just wanted to get smart in the ring, but I guess I just pulled off the aggressive mode on the first round.
Right. Well, we're going to leave you to get off to the medical checkup, but thank you very much and congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, so there we heard it there from Krugan. Of course, winning the second fight here tonight, beating Jaylen, Romel, Daniel of Dominica. All right, heading back to young Darryl Tit. Someone told me that you might be doing the next bout.
What?
But this one is slated as the main event. It's Ali Shillingford against Levante Ravalier. Mm-hmm. And the last time we saw Ali Shillingford, he was quite impressive in that boxing exhibition that we had here in September. Mm-hmm. I think he knocked out his opponent from, I think it was Grenada.
Okay.
So we might get the knockout that we've been waiting for, Darryl.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what... I hope to see a knockout, Gavin. That's what boxing is all about. Knockout. But once the opponent is safe, there are doctors available, an ambulance right in the interior of the building. But we're hoping that we can see some good fight. Is it also 3 rounds this bout?
Yes, 3 rounds as well with the headgear, and here they come. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting set for the main event this evening. It's Dominica against the USVI. Representing Dominica, fighting out of the red corner, Ali Shelton. And representing the USVI, fighting out of the blue corner, Levante Ravalier. By now we should know the rules. It's 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Let's hope the guys come out boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, let's box.
In local parlance, Gavin, people are looking forward to see some serious cool point in this round.
Well, just from the looks of it, you can see the boxer from the USVI, Ravalier, looks a bit muscular.
Yes.
A bit short, but muscular.
Not sure he's a heavyweight, but I don't think he's a heavyweight, quite a heavyweight. But he's one of the bigger ones we have seen in the ring this evening.
And Ali Shillingford has the height advantage, has the reach advantage. And from what I've seen from him so far, might have the power advantage as well.
Here we go, Gavin.
And you can just look at it there. Look at the eyes of Ali Shillingford.
He has the height, he has the reach advantage. But the boxer from the USVI looks a little more muscular.
Yes. The touch of gloves. Again, the referee is Joseph Fadul. And here we go. It's Shillingford versus Ravalier. Shillingford in the red, Ravalier in the blue. Just sizing up each other. I think Shillingford is trying to estimate the reach that he would need.
What? Some very, very serious concentration there from Shillingford. Back in Ravalier. Ravalier it is?
Yes, Ravalier.
Ravalier onto the ropes, but Ravalier coming out fighting. And now he has Shillingford backed up into the ropes.
I think Shillingford has to do his best to try to keep Ravalier away from him. Use that reach, use that advantage, and just like that, that's right on target. Some big blows from Shillingford. Ravalier is stumbling. Ravalier might go down. Shillingford again. Left, right. Another one from Shillingford. Ravalier again. This time, good response though.
Wow, Gavin. That has been the most exciting 10 seconds of the night.
Definitely so. Ali Shillingford with some big blows. Another one. Caught him on the chin again.
Sizing up the opponent and really landing the punches when necessary.
And you can see Shillingford has realized that he has the longer reach, so he can sort of stay from distance. Ravalier needs to get in a bit closer. And in doing so, just like that, we're saying that Shillingford is keeping him at arm's bay. But this time, Shillingford fighting off the ropes. Ooh.
And
another shot to the head from Shillingford.
Shillingford takes his time, he measures and he throws his punches. And I must say they are connecting, Gavin.
Definitely, and they're firm shots as well. They'll probably hurt Ravalier, but maybe had it not been for the headgear.
Shillingford very measured in his approach.
Shillingford is on the ropes, and Shillingford again looks quite comfortable. Blocking some shots there from Ravalier and fighting back, countering. Rival is trying to measure him, let his arms down, but Shillingford managed to sneak one in, another one at the top of the head. Not clean though. Shillingford on the ropes. Think the referee might call for a break? No. Shillingford again.
Yes.
Final 10 seconds of the first round. Shillingford again, another shot. Flurry to end the first round, this time from Ravery, and that's the end of round number 1. Wow, Daryl, wow.
I mean, who won that round?
I think I'm going to give it to Shillingford.
I think Shillingford threw less punches but landed more.
Landed more, yes. That's really going to be an interesting round. But what I've noticed is that Shillingford, like I said, has tremendous power and has the power to really hurt Ravery.
He allows Ravery to come in, and then he picks his punches and he throws them, and he lands, I think, 90% of the punches.
Yes.
Some very lofty blows there. Ravery a little more energetic in the ring.
I think that's a signal we're about to have a round number 2 any moment from now.
Very interesting first round there.
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you notice the information scrolling across the screen. Give generously, contribute to the accounts at the National Credit Union and of course the National Bank of Dominica. All proceeds will go towards Tyson. Round number 2. Shillingford fighting off the ropes again. Wild lunge. I think Shillingford might have just caught that one there. Jab, another body shot from Ravery. A good defense though from Shillingford.
It's almost like Shillingford is tempting him to come in. And there we go again, Gavin. There we go again.
Ooh, wild miss there from Ravery. Shillingford just measuring his opponent. Ravery looking for that opportunity to get in. Ooh. Came in and was greeted with a left and a right combination. Another one on his way out. But Ravery is showing great resilience, Daryl.
Indeed. Indeed. He's taken a few. He has taken a few to the head. But Shillingford has taken quite a bit to the body.
Another jab again, another one to the face. Body shot from Ravery. Shot straight from Shillingford. And that one has Ravery wobbling. Another shot there, and the referee stepping in. Referee stepping in. I think he's going to give. Yes, because that was a heavy shot that Ravery took, and he had him stumbling. So he's going to get some attention from the medical doctor to make sure that he's okay to continue. And if he's not, then we're going to have a knockout there from
TKO.
Ali Shillingford. But Ravery took some vicious shots a few moments ago and had him stumbling.
Has the doctor allowed? Yes, the
okay
doctor, yes.
And I think that break might have just helped Ravery because Shillingford was really on the offensive.
Shillingford measures his opponent. He allows him to come in. And then there we go again.
And we can see Shillingford is landing some punches, and every time he lands a punch, it just pushes Ravery across the ring. Another one again. Ravery is waiting. Jabs.
I think Ravery is looking forward to the end of this round, Gavin.
Oh, definitely, Daryl, definitely. And you can see some showboating now from Shillingford.
Shillingford should be careful. It takes only one punch.
can tell you Shillingford is quite the powerhouse. And his
Just
punches.
about 10 seconds left in the round, Gavin. Just about 10 seconds.
Here comes Shillingford again. Will he look to end the round strong, or will he be satisfied with what he's been able to do? I think he looks like he's satisfied.
I think he's going to go into round number 3.
Yes, so round number 2 in the bag, and that one looks clearly advantage Shillingford, Darrell.
Yes, indeed, Gavin. Shillingford got in some good blows there. Rafael, I was surprised that the referee did not do an 8 count at one point.
I thought so as well.
So,
But I think that little stop where Rafael had to seek the attention there from Dr. Newton, I think that might have saved him in that round.
I think so as well. I definitely think that saved him. The final round of tonight's event.
Yes, the final 3 minutes. Want to say kudos to the Boxing Association. I know we have quite a few viewers, both on DBS Radio and on Kyrie FM. Once again, we're just appealing to you. Please donate to the accounts. The information is passing across the stream if you're looking at DBS Radio. Give generously. Let's help Tyree Tyson with that fight against cancer. He's just 14 years old, ladies and gentlemen. And he's really been paralyzed from the dreaded cancer disease. We're looking to try to save his life. All right, final 3 minutes. It's Shillingford and Ravalier.
No contact yet in this round.
Yes, Ravalier really needs to win this round and win this round big.
I think the only thing that can save Ravalier is a knockdown.
Yes. Or not just a knockdown, maybe a knockout as well. I think Shillingford would have won the first 2 rounds. And you can see that from his approach in the 3rd round. Now he's being very cautious, not being the aggressor. Allowing Ravalier to swing and miss. Sort of buying his time.
The crowd is more energetic in this final round. Calling for certain... lovely, Gavin. Lovely combination.
But good comeback from Ravalier, not hurt at all. And Ravalier now has Shillingford on the ropes. Shillingford gets him off.
Shillingford allows him to come in.
And we can hear the crowd urging Ali Shillingford to move. According to the legendary Muhammad Ali, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. But it's now some big blows coming in from Ravalier. And Shillingford just shrugs him off.
That's the first time I've seen Shillingford with no real response from those body blows.
I think Ravalier is winning the 3rd round, Darrell. Or is it the case of
so
too little,
far,
too late?
So far. There's still some time, and I think Shillingford might have a final volley.
Good shot to the face there from Shillingford.
Yes.
I think Shillingford's sort of cautious approach to that 3rd round might have just cost him the wrong, Darrell, but he's trying to have a little flurry.
And the crowd has come alive,
there.
Gavin. The crowd has come alive.
For a moment there, we saw Ravalier just stumble a bit, but again, he bounces back quite nicely. Looks like he has a chin, he can take a punch. Winding down the end here. Shillingford, Ravalier, Dominica versus the USVI. Final 10 seconds.
And let's see what Shillingford will do.
Shillingford is jabbing. Shillingford is hitting.
Yes.
Shillingford's landed some big blows, and the referee is stepping in. That's the end of the fight.
Too little, too late. Too little, too late. Gavin, my money's on Shillingford to win this one.
I think Shillingford might have done just enough. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the final bout of the evening. Round of applause for Ali Shillingford and Levante Ravalier. And once again, it's going to be up to the judges to make the final decision. So ladies and gentlemen, while we await the final decision, let's once again big up the sponsors this evening. The government of Dominica, the Dominica Olympic Committee, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt, Massac Sports Complex, the Big Edge Financial Express, Archipelago Trading Limited, D-Threads Tire Inc., and I see Donnie Robinson in the building, DBS Radio, Kyrie FM, the Dominica Air and Seaport Authority, and also Jazz Medical Transport, Top Glove Boxing, and Job Joseph. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the results are in. The judges have made their decision. The winner tonight, fighting out of the red corner, Ali Shillingford. And we'll have the trophy presentation being done by Donnie Robinson, the Vice President of the Dominica Olympic Committee. Donnie Robinson also major sponsor of this event through D-Threads Inc. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for being a good audience this evening. Your support has been really appreciated. And we'd just like to invite you as you're leaving the exit, you could just drop any loose change that you have for young Tyson. Thank you very much for coming. We're looking forward to your participation the next time we have boxing here at the Massac Indoor Facility. All right, Ali Shillingford, don't go too far because you have another trophy to collect. Ali Shillingford, make your way to the ring, please. And making the presentation to Ali is Julian Jackson, the three-time world welterweight champion. Ali Shillingford has been named the MVP of tonight's competition. And we say congratulations to Ali. Congratulations to Ali Shillingford. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got with us the star of the evening, the reason why we're here, young Tahir Tyson, 14-year-old Tahir Tyson. Tyson, of course, want to commend you for the fight that you've been putting up, fighting this dreaded disease, but what did you make of the efforts from the Boxing Association tonight? How was your night?
Well, my night was good, really enjoyable. I enjoyed it a lot, and I saw what I came to see. I was hoping to see some knockouts tonight, but that didn't happen, but I'm still proud of my team. 2 victories, 1 loss. In my book, that's a win. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm thankful for everything the Boxing Association doing to help me. I'm thankful for everything Job doing, to Coach Job doing to help me, and I just want to say thank you.
Just want to say thank you. Tahir, what has, life been like for you? I know it's a real challenge fighting the cancer, but you're quite strong. You can see it in your face. Job Joseph, in an interview, said that you have more faith than fear. What has that journey been like for you?
Well, it's been challenging. I can't lie, it's been really challenging. But thankfully, I have my father. I have a very caring and loving father, and I have my family there for me. In the first month of me having cancer, I have to be honest with you, I was scared. I thought I was going to die, but every day is a blessing to me, and every day I have to thank God and pray. So that is what that's just keeping me there, because sometimes I was feeling like I wanted to give up on myself, but even if I give up and God don't give up on me, what I can do, so I have to keep fighting and keep pushing. So, it can happen to anybody. You just have to make the best of your situation, and I preparing myself for the worst at the moment, so you never know what that can happen. Right about now, I was just telling my father the other day about how I planning for the future already, like if I don't ever walk again, but I believe I'll walk again. I believe every day I pray into God, asking Him to help me out and guide and protect me. I'm still here, I'm still alive, and good spirits, so yeah, that's all I want to say really.
Tahir, what did it mean to you to see so many people come out today, so many people watching online, so many people giving generously to help your cause?
Well, felt amazing actually. And if I'm being totally honest with you, when I first came here, I thought I would feel off. Certainly, like seeing people I know I used to walk with walking, and I sit down in a wheelchair. But no, that didn't happen at all actually. And in fact, that boosted my energy, that uplifted my spirit. And even when I saw the fights, that made me want to jump out of my seat and start cheering for my team. But as you know, about my situation, I can't, but that's all right. I'll be back next year, hopefully. I pray I'll be back next year in the ring fighting.
All right, Tahir, we know we're going to continue praying for you. You're a young man with a lot of energy, very well spoken. Thank you very much, and once again, keep on fighting.
Yes, thank you very much, and also you're welcome. I will. I have to keep the faith, more faith than fear, as I always say. That's my motto. Thanks to my brother, I got it from him, so more faith than fear.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a Tahir Tyson, young Tahir Tyson, and a lot of energy, a lot of fight from the youngster. And of course, the reason why we are here tonight for the boxing event. Thank you very much, Tahir. All right, so that will bring us to the end of the broadcast for this evening. We'd like to thank you for those who tuned in on radio, those who tuned in via YouTube and Facebook. Of course, it was a boxing for a cause tonight. And tonight that cause was Tahir Tyson, a young 14-year-old who's battling cancer, an aggressive form of cancer that has already paralyzed him. And we're hoping that he can win that fight and walk one day. We heard from him a short while ago, very young, energetic young man with so much life. And it's just so tough to see, tough to watch what has happened to him. But with God, anything is possible. And with your help as well, through medication, helping him to get his medication and everything, maybe one day he will walk again. So ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining us on behalf of the production team, Dean Thomas, a one-man show tonight. On behalf of Daryl Titt, who joined us on commentary. On behalf of the Boxing Association. On behalf of all of the sponsors who made tonight's event possible. I'd like to say thank you and good night.
Monday.